Hey Nick, totally spontaneous question that isn't prompted by anything. What is the number one thing small streamers need to know in 2020? Oh, dude, I'm so glad you asked, dude. That's so crazy that you asked that right now, because that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. If you guys are a small streamer or a streamer in general, I think this might be helpful for you, because 2020, for me, this is kind of one thing that I'm really focusing on. And this is the one that, honestly, I'm trying to like simplify it, because I feel like so many videos explain like 5 different tips or like 10 different tips, and all of them are like whatever. And a lot of them are really good. And those videos you probably should still watch. I'm not going to go over like, hey, how to get 10 viewers in like 1 month. You know, I'm not going to go over that. So there's one point that I have, and we're going to camp on this point for a bit. The one tip I have for 2020 for people is literally the numbers. Like F the numbers. And a lot of people, they think growth to them means numbers, right? And which makes sense, okay? Because everybody else on Twitch does this. Everybody else looks at their numbers. They look at their average viewer count. They look at their amount of subs, their amount of followers, and then you compare them to other small streamers, and you're trying to see like, am I doing good? Like, am I actually doing good? And you're trying to compare yourself to these other people. The problem is you're worried about the wrong things. Every single time somebody asks me a streaming question on stream or off stream, it's always the same question. And it's the wrong question to ask. They asked me, how do I get my viewer count up? About 2 months ago, there was a moment for me, and this is just real full transparency for you guys. There was a moment for me where I contemplated quitting streaming. And that might surprise some of you guys because of how much I love streaming. It was somewhere around like 2 months ago. I was so deep in a sea of numbers and sub count and this and that and whatever it was that I couldn't see that I had left what actually gave me any growth in the first place. And then I moved, right? I had 5 days off. I had 5 days off when I moved. That was the most time I'd taken off in streaming since I started. I was about like 5 months in when I took those five days off, but my viewership was going down. I was just like, man, like I'm so stressed out about viewership, my sub count, bringing in enough money at the end of the month or whatever. And I started to realize that when you focus on the numbers, you don't focus on creating. And the number one thing that is gonna bring people to your stream is creating a stream that you would not want to miss yourself. That's why right here it says, if you build it, they will come. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie before. Field of Dreams. That's what it's called. Basically, this guy's got to build a freaking baseball field in his backyard. And then what, like all the ghosts of like all the pro players come? That's a great explanation of the movie. I'm so good at this. This is a very key idea for me going into 2020, that if I create attractive content that I like am so freaking stoked on, and I'm creating things that like I feel like people can't miss, people are going to come. They're going to be here. And maybe they won't be here, but maybe they'll check me out on YouTube. And maybe they won't be on YouTube, but they'll check me out on Instagram. You guys are thinking about it backwards. You're thinking about like, once they're here, I'm going to create like great content. I'll prove this to you. Last night, I spent about 2 to 3 hours watching streams. I went from 0 viewer streams all the way up to 30 viewers. I started off in the 0 viewer stream, and I saw this time and time again, like saying nothing until I said hello in chat. Once I said hello in chat, that person came alive and said, oh, hi, how's it going? You know, this and this. But the problem is most people pop into your stream, they don't chat, right? They don't chat right away. They want to see you. If you're already creating great content, when they stop by, they're gonna stop by, but they're not only gonna stop by, they're also gonna tell a friend about it. And they're gonna say, hey, you should check out this guy. Like, he's got like 1 viewer, super enthusiastic, or this girl, she's like super enthusiastic, or whatever it is. If you build it, they'll come. And isn't that more exciting, right? Isn't it more exciting to just worry about creating and hype up a stream that is like creative and powerful and you're just stoked on it? Okay, so the second one that I have here really is, are you worthy of an audience? This is a very like sobering question. I would never ask somebody this. Like I would never show up in your stream and be like, hey, you think you're worthy of an audience? I would never do that. This is a question for you to ask yourself. I want you to ask, based on the content that I'm creating and based on the things that I'm doing, am I worthy of an audience? And if you cannot say yes, you just got to change your content. It's not you. It's not that you're not worthy of an audience, okay? Anybody who streams on Twitch is worthy of an audience because you have something to give and you have some sort of like impact to have on this world. But the problem is people aren't creating. They're looking at other streamers and they're saying, oh, they're just playing video games, or hey, they're just playing squads with their friends, and then people watch. It's like, yeah, but you didn't see the like 8 years that they put in creating like content, and then now they get to create with other content creator. Turn the mirror onto yourself, okay? And then the last one is create. So instead of looking at your average viewer count, or instead of looking at your freaking, I don't know, whatever the heck it is, dude, like all those analytics, dude. I haven't looked at my analytics in a month. I'll be honest with you. The only time I look at my analytics, like prior to or before like the month ends, if we have like some crazy stream and I'm like, I wonder how many people were there like at the peak of it. Dude, it stresses me out, dude. I hide my viewer account while I am live. It's the best way to do it because it keeps you just creating content the whole time. Okay? So that's the basis of F the numbers, dude. The whole reason why I had this idea is because I've seen so many streamers start up and love streaming and love creating and then quit because they're so worried about all this stuff. And it really can affect somebody's mental health because they think when their viewer count goes down, it's a direct reflection of who they are. And it's a direct reflection of their worth in life and their worth in this whole thing. And it's just not the truth. It's just not the truth. It's a roller coaster, dude. If you're going to stream, it's a freaking roller coaster. Some days are going to be amazing in terms of numbers and some days aren't. But for me, how I'm judging my streams is not based on how many numbers we hit or how many things we did. That doesn't make it be a good stream. For me, what's a great stream is, did I feel like I actually created content worthy of an audience today?
Hi, my name is Nick, and you should click on the next video. Please. And don't forget my Twitch and my Instagram, my Twitter too. That's how it's gonna do. That didn't make sense, but it rhymed. Just click on everything I have, please, please. Okay, bye.